Hey Libra, how are you? I'm Danielle. Welcome to Moonlight Intuition. This is going to be a general reading for you. If there are messages that resonate with you in this reading, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. This helps my channel grow, so I thank you for that. And also, I'm posting weekly readings. If you want weekly readings, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a personal reading with me, all the info for that is in the description box below. And I'm a professional pet sitter, on top of many other things, but I'm at a new house this week, and this is Charlie. I started doing readings today, and he just kind of laid there, and I'm here for it. So let's see what we got for you, Libra. Ooh. Okay. Love it. We have the Eight of Swords. Big air energy there. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so right away, I mean, this is big air energy. This could literally be you. Like maybe as you're watching this reading, you might feel like this right now, or maybe you return to feeling like this sometimes, whatever the case may be, which that is okay. The swords represent the element of air. This could also be if any of you have Geminis or Aquarians in your life. But the Eight of Swords, obviously this is a bit, it's a bit, can feel stuck, can feel trapped. But the good news is with the Eight of Swords, it's merely an illusion. And it's often kind of self-imposed, right? Whether subconsciously or consciously. It's kind of just, there's something about the past and, letting the past hold you back. And there's something with you, Libra, this just kind of came to mind, that it's like how you, more in terms of how you've shown up in the world in the past. That it's like maybe you're still feeling the pull to show up in the world how you once were. And now there's something also that just coming to mind right now that is like, Libra, I think you're stepping into a place of what is going to feel good for you versus what looks good, okay? I think maybe you feel that maybe there's certain things that even in the past that you used to do, whether that's like a relationship you're still in or ones you used to be in or blah, 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 blah. Whether that's how you make your money or anything involving your career. There's something about the past of like, you've used kind of the intellectual air sign mind to like take data from out there and be like, okay, yeah, this is what I'm going to show up as, right? Which is okay. Libras can be a bit of a social chameleon, but you do have natural social superpowers. It's very cool. Like I'm a Cancer. I'm also Libra moon, Libra rising, and I am very jovial upon first meeting me, but like I'm like a Cancer. I'm like, I want to be home, and I am like 99% of the time. It's like Libras, you do have that kind of those social superpowers, but I think it's like, I feel like maybe this is like you feel that you're still perhaps taking data from out there, maybe less. I think you have gone through a lot of changes with Pluto that was in Capricorn since 2008, and it affected the cardinal signs, you included, from 2008 to now. There's like a big end of a cycle that just occurred / is occurring. So you are entering a new phase. And I think maybe it's like, I think for whatever reason, there's something that, about how you've shown up in the world and what you thought maybe looked good, or what, take that how it resonates. Again, this is a general reading, or like that it's like how you thought like intellectually you're supposed to be doing, or maybe it's even like kind of, it's been a bit of a boomerang effect. And I'll elaborate on this, that it's like, okay, I want to feel love, so I'm gonna put myself out there in a way that I'll receive maybe validation, right? And that's not a judgment at all. Like every sign, I think we're at a really exciting place in humanity. I mean, it's the monstrosities that are happening on Earth are crazy, but it's really, we are really like popping like popcorn, and we're all kind of uncovering our shadows. So I don't know if there's something that, all to say, Libra, at the end of the day, I feel like the way you've shown up in the world out of, being like, well, this will look good if I do this, and okay, if I do this, then I'll get that boomerang back of validation. And there's always kind of the stereotype that Libras will spend hours on social media, and that might be true for you, that it's like maybe like, okay, the validation of that, but it's like, notice how that validation is very fleeting, right? It's a bit of an addiction, and we all have them. We all have our own little addictions. And if this resonates with you, take it. If not, all good. But there's something, and that it's like, even the way you're presenting yourself to the world is the journey to that actually fulfilling your heart and your soul. And maybe that's where you find yourself, that you're maybe like at odds, and it might be hard to look at or accept or something. I don't know. It might be kind of like, okay, how I thought things would go and how I used to live my life is, I'm feeling a bit trapped by that, and I'm afraid to truly step into, I mean, look at this badass bitch. The Queen of Cups does not fuck around. This woman, man, whomever, gender is irrelevant, is like someone who takes emotions and uses them, filters them through herself, himself, whatever, and uses that energy for good, often through creativity. And the Queen of Cups is inspiring to others, not by showing, not by telling, like, not by like being like, I swear I'm good, look at this. It's like the Queen of Cups is someone, and I think you want to be kind of inspiring to others. For some reason that comes to mind. I mean, you're a cardinal sign. The cardinal signs, yeah, we want to show the fuck up. I'm a cardinal sign too. So it's like, but the Queen of Cups is someone who does not have to prove herself, himself, whatever. The Queen of Cups merely like kind of puts in the work, right? And is inspiring to others just by being like, look at me existing and creating and following my motherfucking heart. I don't need to prove anything. I don't need to like say, look how good I am. It's like, I am just good because I feel so fulfilled from the inside that it's like bursting through my pores. And that's where your true inspiration to others will come. And now this is a big watery energy. This is like a big Cancer energy too. So for some people, there could be a Cancer in your life who you find is that way, or blah, 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 blah. But for some of you, I think this is like a path to you, right? To be like, go from this to this. I mean, which one looks better, right? So yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, there's something like, okay, let's in writing. I write a lot. I started writing, especially over the last, look at this dog. I mean, how can I even do anything when this dog is right here? So, you know, in the last few years, I've been writing a lot. And a big thing with writing, like a big trap you can fall yourself in, is like telling instead of just showing. So like, you know, being like, Danielle, you know, said sadly. It's like, well, no, don't tell the reader, the person sad, what would that look like? And let the reader draw their own conclusion, right? So instead of being like, and she was sad, it could be like, she hung her head low and the pit of her stomach coiled up. She could feel the water rising like a lock into her eyelids. And then she turned away before anyone could see her. It's like, okay, well, that is more just showing, and you're letting the outside world take from that what they will, right? Does that make sense? And I feel like the way of living your life, you might be stepping into more of that. Instead of being like, here's all the evidence of how awesome I am. And Libra, you are awesome. You're stunning, you're talented, you're creative, like, you're beauty. You're like a canvas spread with all the beautiful colors, but it's like, you don't need to prove it, right? And this will come from not taking stock out there of what makes you happy or how you're supposed to be, or looking at your past and how you've been, and to truly tap into your heart and like, what is actually making me feel good and happy? And you do that, right? So it's like, and I've kind of been through this myself the last while. And like, no one's perfect, obviously. It's like, I think we all, especially, you know, in life with social media and everything, of course, it's like a part of us is always like, oh, I hope someone likes them, whatever. But it's like, I really have shifted myself to be like, I'm just gonna create. And, you know, and even if Libra, it's like, if you're worried about changing or whatever, like what people think of you, or does it even matter? It's like, if you're creating a good life for yourself, if you're creating loving relationships, if you're creating whatever businesses, art, any kind of work that is beautiful and pleasing to you, if you're, you know, devoted to your family, if you're just creating things that are pleasing to you, what does it matter what people think of you, right? Like, what does it matter? If you are pleased, you can start just observing others who are not pleased. Usually if people are like, about you, it's because they're not pleased. And you can kind of start observing that. Be like, well, that's fine. And it might hurt for a second, but then you're like, all right, but like my fulfillment, trust me, I've really stepped into this. This is a big Cancer card. And it's very freeing to just be like, you know, stop polishing doorknobs and just start opening doors. Like, right? None of this matters at the end of the day. So, and again, this card is kind of about walking away from the past. And of course, I think with Libra too, there's a big theme of like inner child work as well. I don't know if you're on that path yet. Some of you might be, of like, yeah, healing past wounds that go back to like childhood and how they've appeared in your life over and over again. But there's something about walking away in the past, even on a like, for lack of a better word, like superficial level, right? That's kind of like, okay, what I thought was gonna bring me long-term, like sustain me in this long-term way was kind of me always like chasing maybe this golden carrot. And when I did feel fulfilled by it, it was like a fleeting moment. And then I come back to this, right? So again, it's just about Libra, you're going to step into a place, I think, of actually letting go of your head and following your heart in a true way. And that's going to mean different things for different people. But when you follow your heart, it's like, I mean, for me, right? It's like, and again, I'm Libra moon. I have lots of Libra-ness. I get it too. But it's like when I started really, and I'm on this path and the path never ends. Like, it's an ongoing thing. But when you kind of just start truly following your heart, I'm like, and I've had that thing too. I've had I don't know, maybe it's a Libra thing or it's just a human thing. But anyway, I've had a thing along, oh my God, people don't like me. Like, so worried about that. And then it's like, what are you even talking about, Danielle? Well, no one's going to like everybody, But B, I'm like, Danielle, when has anyone even ever told you that? So where's your evidence? It's just you. So then the shift that can happen when you kind of just start living a heart-led life, like truly, it kind of like, for me, because I'm a true artist, I'm a true creative, and even how I live my life, like this pet sit, it's like, it's all creative. The meals I make, everything. It's almost like, okay, even if these like little like mindsets come in of like, oh my God, I'm worried people don't like me. It's almost like, okay, A, Danielle, it's just you again, telling yourself that. And B, it's like, okay, great. You might, you know, people might not like me. Not everyone's going to like me in life, but you can't deny the good work I'm doing because it comes from the motherfucking heart, right? And Libra, you were on a path from, going from your head, was keeping you kind of tied back, to your heart. Inspiring others, which I think you want to do by simply being like, yeah, I'm living my life and creating meaningful experiences, having loving relationships, creating quality work, making money in ways that please me, traveling, eating incredible meals. You're just going to inspire by being alive. And isn't that the best news? Because I think Libra, you kind of do want to kick your feet back a little bit, right? You're not like an earth sign that wants to like crush and conquer. So this is good news. I love you, Libra. I wish you all the best. Charlie loves you as well. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's the best, easiest way for you to support this channel. And I wish you a beautiful, and also we have an eclipse coming up in your sign at the end of the month. Oh boy. More on that later, but I wish you a beautiful day and thank you for being here.